Well, the matter of fact is that refugees caused or displaced people caused by conflict is actually going down, which is a good thing. But we have a new category of people who are displaced for various reasons, and I would frame them environmentally displaced people, and one of the drivers of that process is the climate change. We'll see in the future more and more people being forced to leave their homes, either suddenly because of natural disasters, or in a longer perspective, simply because their livelihoods, they are no longer there. I mean, we're talking about people who have no more possibility of growing food because of desertification, deforestation, or salinization of their fresh water. And in the long run, we'll see a huge mass migration or displacement as a result of that. And I believe that I will be increasingly involved with that. Today, the Refugee Convention is not the instrument that cater for their needs, and these people don't have the rights as the refugees have, and we need to see how we can, in the international community, develop a framework or sort of maybe even a legal response to the needs, especially of those who are externally displaced. I mean, internally displaced people will be the primary responsibility of states, but those who are cross-border actually fall between two chairs today. I mean, they are not refugees in the legal sense, and they are not internally displaced neither. So they really have it's really a specific category. The floods in Pakistan is a good case in point. I mean, when a natural disaster, a natural hazard strikes, displacement is often the result. That may be very short-term displacement, days, weeks, months, and normally internal displacement. But I mean, these people are very much in the same situation as refugees. So I mean, the response system is in a sense quite similar. When the UNHCR is already in place, and when there is an acceptance by the host government that the UNHCR can take on a role, we will like to support the UNHCR in a sort of a pragmatic fashion. I mean, their mandate may not be that solid, but I mean, if the host is willing to let them do something, we would be happy to see them engage and protect those people. But there are also other organizations like the Red Cross movement and other humanitarian organizations, and of course there are local organizations, and the national authorities are very, very important. So we will try to help to support these people immediately, and in the long term to build sort of solid systems, international systems, where coordination is a very important factor, so that we make sure that it's not done sort of ad hoc. I think that when the international community has learned a lot from the tsunami, which was a disaster, a huge disaster in humanitarian terms, but was also a disaster in the sense that the response system didn't really work out as it should. I mean, there was a lot of too many organizations in the place, and it was too little coordination and too much of ad hoc responses. And this is not something that we need to avoid. We cannot spend our resources in that way in the future, because there will be more disasters, and we need to be better prepared and work more efficiently.